Okay, YouTube, as you can see here, I'm working on the seat covers, the driver's side seat cover for the '08 Chevy Avalanche that I'm working on. And you can see that I already started here, and there was a back plastic covering which I removed. It was pretty much just clamped on, comes off real easy, and it came on real easy also, as you will see on the video. But as to the seat cover, you can see here that we have clamps that are around the frame of the upper seat that holds the seat cover in place. And I've already removed the upper, and we have two or three on the sides here, and then there's one in the bottom also, which I will remove. I kind of sped the video up here just to kind of get through it a little quicker. But as you can see here, I'm using my tool to kind of just assist with me removing these clips that fold around the back of the seat pieces here. And we're almost there, and then after that it's just a matter of peeling the seat cover off, and we have access to the sponge to where we can remove this and add on the new seat cover. Now I'm just going around the edges here, making sure that all these clips are unclipped, and then what I'll do, I'll just unpeel it from the seat sponge here. And as you can see, the headrest portions, it has these two holes that kind of hold that top part in place, but that also kind of unclips because those two black clips at the top there, they actually hold the top portion from moving. And when you're unpeeling your seat, you want to be careful because you also have clips on the front side that hold the seat cover in to keep it from moving so that it does not wrinkle. And you can see here we have plastic clips, but make sure when you're unclipping these clips that you're very careful because it's just an adhesive that's holding it in place. And as you can see here on that bottom portion, I've already broke the clips, but I will glue it back together with some glue here. I'll let it sit for like 5 minutes, and this is the glue that I actually used. And you can just look at the condition of that seat cover. It's not bad, no rips, but compared to how the rest looks, it kind of just has a faded look. So I kind of just wanted to address that. And what we have here is our new seat cover, which I purchased from eBay. And I'm just comparing the two, making sure that all of the line patterns are similar, that it's the correct size, and all of the holes, I guess, that are on my old one are same to where they're on this one. But you also can see here on the new one, I don't have the headrest holes. I'm gonna have to cut those out, which you will see later on in the video. But everything seems to be the same. The clips are the same. And I just want to make sure that before I put this on and start to, I guess, wrinkle the new one, you always want to make sure that it's the right one, because you don't want to return something that you may not get your full refund for because you have already caused some sort of damage to it. And here I'm putting in the seat cover now. You can see that I'm just clamping everything back in place. And you want to take your time to make sure that these clamps are in the same position how the prior one was. And they pretty much just snap on with just a little bit of pressure. You push in and you'll hear a snap, and then you know that it's snapped in place. But we just want to make sure that we have them at the right level, because after that we're going to kind of peel everything around the seat cushion to make sure that everything is at the right level, and then we'll bring it around the back here, and then we'll clamp those plastic clamps into place that goes around the back. And also, I did not have to remove the seat from the car to do this. For the bottom part I did, but for the top it was real easy to where I did not have to go through the hassle of having to remove it. But yeah, this is it here. I kind of did everything while the seat was still in the car, and then we're just snapping everything into place here. You want to take your time because it's a small seat covering, but it stretches also. But you kind of want to make sure that you stretch everything into place to where it should be placed, because it's kind of like a one-time deal. Because if something is off, either from the top, bottom, or left, right, more than likely I would have to unsnap those front snaps that I snapped in to do my readjustments again. So you want to make sure that you snap everything in the correct area where it should be. Now here I'm just fitting in the seat where it should be, making sure that all of the slack is pulled out from the front. I'll give it another check here just to see how it looks. It's a little on the loose side, but you can see here I'm kind of just working towards the front, but applying everything to the back, because once everything is towards the back area, there's no need to work on the front anymore, because the back is where everything actually attaches. But you want to make sure that everything is nicely fitted before you start to attach your clips here to the back. Make sure that you pull the slack so that everything is nice and tight from the front area. As you can see, we have our bottom fold there that slips through the bottom in between both of these seat cushions. And we have our side here. And we're pretty much just pushing and stretching. Now on this part, you can see that I got it all stretched. There is a little bit of slack, but what I come to see looking at this video and looking at the seat now, it actually stretched in time by me just sitting on a seat, getting a feel for it from my back. It actually looks much better now. But you can see we have our front portion all done here. It looks nice. There's a little bit of new folds on there, but that'll go away. And this is where I cut my 2 holes. I actually decided to cut it while the seat was in, and because the material stretches, you never want to cut a big hole. I'd say I'd only cut a hole that was about 1/2 inch, and then from there I just kind of pushed and pressed, and I use my tool here to kind of assist me in getting in the right place here. And yeah, as you can see here, we have our back covering on, and these are the clips here. And these clips, they just snap into place, and that little hole there, that's actually the lock that you use to remove the seat covering. You would need a real fine pin to stick in there, like the side of the iPhones when you want to change the SIM card. You need a pin to kind of slide in there, because it unlocks it, and then you could just slide that headrest out. Now here I'm just putting it back in. You can see we have our clips in, and this is it, YouTube. I'll do some final movements, make sure that everything is snapped into place correctly. But as you can see here, we have our back covering back on. And I'm kind of just looking at the seat here just to make sure everything is nicely fitted. And it looks real good, for something that I did by myself at home, and without removing the seat. And that dash covering, I will record another video for that, because I had a lot of cracks on the dashboard. And just log on to my other videos. You'll see how I did that also. But this is it, YouTube. Seat cover finally done.